Polo was the one that was telling me, don't answer him, don't do this, don't do a case with him. So I think one of the days that he me and I said, Polo, you see now, you are telling me not to, but you see this guy is not stopping. I think that was when Polo now, said what he said. And then he started Polo too. So I think there was this video, Polo, Priscilla, myself, blah, 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 called Polo gay and a whole lot of things. And then Polo got angry and said he wanted to take up this case with him. And then he said we needed to go take up this case with him. I said, okay. So we did.
Hi guys, welcome back to another interesting gist about Nollywood celebrities. Beautiful Nollywood actress Iyabo Ojo has finally responded to all the recent dragging regarding justice for Mohbad. You guys know that justice for Mohbad trended 2 years ago, but recently the case has been trending because activist Very Dark Man decided to raise the issue again, and he has been calling out so many people, including Iyabo Ojo, regarding this issue for Mohbad. Iyabo Ojo has finally decided to speak up her truth, to tell her own side of the story. In this video, she said a lot, starting from when everything started, how she has been going back and forth with Very Dark Man, how she was invited to the police, where Naramali, Sam Larry was also there, and so many things she said in this video regarding justice for Mohbad. You guys need to watch this video to the end. I mean, you need to hear Iyabo just because you will really feel for her, because she has really been through a lot. All because she was just trying to fight for justice for Mohbad, and everything seems to have turned around against her. Ensure you watch to the end and leave your opinion in the comment section.
I should leave it. As a name, they are not doing the thing. She needs to get justice. She needs to clear her name, blah, 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 blah. One day he came out, Very Dark Man, the IG of police, and said a lot of things about gayism and all that. A few days later, I heard he was picked. The next thing I saw it on social media that Tonto Iyabo Ojo and Sam Clef have picked up Very Dark Man. So I guess maybe the petition that Tonto made, where I also was a witness, and Sam Clef also made, maybe eventually they had used it to pick him up. But I had not gone to officially write my own. It was taken to court, granted bail, all that happened. Now, he did not stop. He released a song. His song to all of us. I think then he came out, started. I think Polo got angry. When Polo got angry and said, this person should not talk to him, it was because Polo was the one that was telling me, don't answer him, don't do this, don't do a case with him. So I think one of the days that he me and I said, Polo, you see now, you are telling me not to, but you see this guy is not stopping. I think that was when Polo now, said what he said. And then he started Polo too. So I think there was this video. He did, where he saw Polo, Priscilla, myself, blah, 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 called Polo gay and a whole lot of things. And then Polo got angry and said he wanted to take up this case with him. And then he said we needed to go take up this case with him. I said, okay. So we did. We went to the branch in Lagos, the NCCC branch in Lagos, Nigerian Cyber, whatever, in Lagos, yeah. We met an officer there. We did the petition. My lawyer was there, wrote everything. So they said they were going to invite him over. Polo said, I don't want you guys to lock him. Just help me charge him to court. All these things that he's saying, let me go and prove it in court. Me, I don't want, please don't lock him up. Just invite him and charge him to court. I don't want any settlements, none of that. I don't want anything. Just charge him to court. Enough is enough. Officer Smart was the one in charge of that case. Called Polo and said, CP Uche in Abuja asked them to transfer the case to Abuja. Polo got angry, I got angry. I was like, I live in Lagos. Polo lives in Lagos. Can you be asking an elderly man to be coming all the way to do a case in Abuja? Then why do we have a Lagos branch? I said, no. So I picked up my phone, I called him. He said he was busy in a meeting, blah, 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 and I sent a message accusing him. I said, okay, why are you trying to, help this guy? Why are you stopping us from wanting justice? You know, this guy is always coming out to say, CP Uche Ifeanyi is his friend, is his brother, is his this, is his that. I said, is this true? I said, this is what your office is meant for. Please, why can we not do it here? I still have the message I sent to him here in Abuja. So I sent the message. And then he was angry, he called me and said, oh, that they're accusing him of, that. He's just like, because I already have a case with him in Abuja, he felt like he should join the case together. I said, no, the case in Abuja is separate. Tonto and Sam Cleve, I'm just a witness in that case. This is Polo's case and my case. So it's a different case. And I said, okay, that because he knows what he's saying, but he feels that the boys there cannot handle it, and that if the case goes south, I should not call him. I said, okay, let it go south. I will not call you. But because we are not saying that they should lock him up, we are saying that they should charge the matter to court. We have to come through you. See, this is a cyber crime thing, and then they will charge it to court. We just need the case to go to court, that's all. Well, he was angry that I accused him of helping bury that man. And I said, okay, I'm sorry if you feel that way, sir. But I just don't know why. Do you understand? We have to be the one coming all the way to Abuja when we have a branch in Lagos. I said, okay. So they invited him. He came, I dropped a statement, and then they said they were going to get a court order and they were going to let us know about it. Maybe if they get the court order tomorrow. Polo was very angry. Officer Smart started calling me, talking to me, begging me to talk to Polo, that very dark man is sorry, that they've spoken to very dark man, that they've told him he's not going to mention his name again, that we should just let it go, blah, 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 blah. So I knew instantly. He already had said this person was his friend, and they were already preventing the case from being heard in Lagos. And now they are begging for me to drop the case. So I just told Polo, I said, Polo, the same way you begged me then, this way I'm begging you now. These people don't want us to do a case with very dark man. It's very obvious. So as long as he's not going to talk about us again or mention your name again, let us let it go. Polo said, no. I said, babe, let it go. Because these people, I can see that they don't want us to do a case with him. Except when I want to take it out of there and go and do it somewhere else again. And that time he was traveling. He had just a few days to travel. I said, so just travel and go and do your thing. Because me, I can already read between the lines. I can see what is going on here. So fast forward to when they now invited me and I now went to Abuja. I understood the game. From the very first day, his name was mentioned. I understood what was going on. I could link everything in a second. And I held my peace and I played along. So now, day 2, they said, they said I should go and bring a guarantor. Blah, blah. I brought, but later they did not even, they said, the officer Suleiman said there's no need, that they will release me on self-bail, they know that I will come, blah, 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 blah. Now that was day 2. So I left. Went out with Tonto, did snap video, Even that day 1, so after I finished eating and everything, me and Tonto, we all went out for a drink, but I just didn't post it. So by the time I came out, I already saw some blogs already carrying it that I was detained, I was arrested, I was Kiniko. So I knew that was the propaganda they wanted to achieve anyways. Maybe they were thinking that when I get there, I was going to do, I know, they will not say that I was rude to police, they will not detain me, do you understand? So me, I already knew, I was just laughing, we went out with Tonto, we had fun, I posted it on my Snapchat. So day 3, I went there on Friday. They told me they will let me know when they land Abuja, when they normally land Abuja. So they waited, I think, around that past 1 or 2. They asked me to start coming. So I got there. They called me out again. They spoke to me. All the police. In fact, there were like 5 of them, I think. There were about 4 or 5 of them. They called me. They started cancelling me again. Madam, see, just let it go. Just this. Just try and sort it. Just see how you can help him. Just da. I said, okay. So he came. When he came, they asked him to speak. He gave his own side of the story. He said, I accused him of murder. and it affected him, blah, 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 blah. I said, no, I did not accuse you. I accused you, your team, of this boy. And I asked, what did you do about it? He said, no, that let's leave the boy. Why did we not channel why did we not put all our energy into who Mohbad? Why were we channeling our energy on the boy and making it seem like it was accused Mohbad? I said, nah, Mali, we don't have a video of how Mohbad, we only have a video of how he was. Now, how he is left for the police people to do, the right authorities to do. I am not a police officer. What we could do, the strength I had, was to write, to file, to request for an autopsy, and Dan had to do with exhuming his body. I did the right thing. If they have cleared your name today from that corona inquest that you did not kill Mohbad, it was because of what I did. The letter I wrote and how I pushed for that. He said there, but I came out, I said and then it was there, it was not around. He gave, said his own story. And as a mother, I started feeling for him. And he was talking. And he denied ever being Mohbad. He tried to make me understand that Mohbad had mental health issues. So I said, okay, all that fight that happened in your house. He said it was Mohbad came with his boys and they started the fight. That they beat his brother also in the neck. I said, Mohbad just left his house and went with his friends to go and fight you. He said, yes, that there was a video, even Mohbad apologized, this and that. I said, okay, what about Sam Larry? And Sam Larry was there. Sam Larry said, oh, he owed him 2 million naira, and he first saw him in the club. When he saw him in the club, it was Mohbad that was even being rude to him in the club.
So guys, yesterday night, I was watching...
Normally when he goes to that beach side where boys used to follow him, so when he just saw Mohbad, he just said, you are not going to live here today if you don't give me my money. That he wasn't that serious. He was just like joking with him, and then the next minute, that if I check the video they did, that it was all a setup, it was all a plan. I said, so if you did not hit him, because that same day there was a video where he was in the car and he had bruises, and then after that, you said even Zlatan, you guys went to eat. But I said, was Mohbad with you guys when you guys went to eat? He said no, that they didn't even want him to leave. It was not that helped Mohbad, with the boys to leave and all that. And then the next day or so, whatever, he went to file a petition. That he was even shocked when he received the petition that he had to do a counter petition and everything that we saw was a lie. So I said, okay, the video where you said, the voiceover where you said, what's he basing? All stations settled. Who did they bury? And I said, no, that was a slang he used to use, and that was the old video that he had nothing related with. I said, okay, the video where you said, at that time, the officer said, Madam, we have spoken to you Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Just settle with these people and let it go. While we were in the interrogation room and we were talking, they said so many things. They said so many things. But very dark man, I will talk about just myself and not go into what you people try to make me believe was the issue. I won't do that. If you want to do that, you can go ahead and do that. Because you people made me believe that it was a setup. Some certain people in the industry was jealous about him and the set, And then people said maybe I was not aware. I was just used as a bait. You understand? And then they planted their people there to bring Naamani down. You guys made me understand in your own words that maybe they were jealous of him because at that time it was raining and so the industry wanted to bring him down. So all those videos were brought out, and but me, I didn't know. So they had a lot was said, and I began to wonder in my head, my statement. Polo said I should not